work on Nathan. I started actually learning how to vibe code. So although I have more than a decade of software engineering experience, um, I'm a bit behind with vibe coding, to be honest. So I want to figure this out to the to the full extent, and see what it can do. I'm already impressed, but I see the pitfalls. So I'm very interested and very curious. Um, how much can I use it? I think definitely for POCs, proof of concepts, but and that's what we will do today. So I worked on Nathan automations to help me apply to jobs. Now the idea is to make like a full stack project, so front end, back end, and to kind of have my own view instead of in Google Sheets. I wanna do this in my own sort of project, just to, how would I say, and as a result I will learn about vibe coding. So that's the idea. Let's see. So here I need okay, so if I go here, CD, this is in here. So we will create a directory. Let's call it React Job Hunter, something like that. Let's go in that. Okay, so npm, I will use Vite. So keep in mind, I'm not very proficient in this, so I might just stumble upon very basic stuff. So let's do type use roll down Vite. I heard I should do this, but let's do it. No, yes. Although I would like to open a new terminal so that I don't. Okay, so let's see this. Can I move this? Wait, what? Okay, I can't. Doesn't matter. Job Hunter, open. That's it. Here, if we refresh, this should work, but it doesn't, which is okay. So let's do this. CD documents, software, web, React, Job Hunter. So npm run dev. Okay, so this should work now. Okay, we have the initial React setup here. So let's do like this. Okay, so the idea is I think I would like to leverage this. Okay. So now Claude. So I already have the initial Claude setup. You can definitely check it out on their website how to set it up. I followed a tutorial to help me set this up. Okay, and let's do like this. So I think, no, okay, Shift Tab, So plan mode. So what I want to do, I want to create a full stack app that would help me. Actually, let me do this because I have a lot of data already. So let's see. My camera setup still needs some adjustment, but let's do this. So block categories, assignee. Okay, so something like this. I want to create a full stack app that would help me apply to jobs. This app should replace the need for Google Sheets. And here is, I don't know if I should extract the CSV. I think that would be too much, but maybe. Yeah, let's just do it. CSV. I have more than 1,000 lines. Job post applying. Okay, that's it. Okay, so CSV. Yeah, I don't even know what separator would be good, but yeah. And so let's rename hunting history. Okay, so I downloaded a CSV from that Google Sheet so you can look up the data columns that I'm working with. Oh shit, no, fuck, stop. Why? Okay. How can I command enter? No. How can I new line? No. Okay, so interrupted. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's do it like this. So I want to create a full stack app that would help me apply to jobs. We are currently in a React setup. By the way, I wanna commit this just to be sure. So GitHub, I wanna create a Git repository. I wanna figure out also how I can interact with Git, like Claude Git. I still don't know that part fully, although I did do something with the CI/CD before for Android and iOS projects, but not for this. Sorry. So, okay, repository. Sorry for repository. Okay, cool. So this is React Job Hunter. This is private. I'll get ignore, I guess. Create repository. Okay, so this one. Okay. We'll remove, I guess, a lot of this, but let's do it like this for now. Initial commit. So I want to add this origin, and I want to branch master, and then git push origin master. So this should be online. Look at this a bit. Okay, so we have that set up. We have this online, which is cool. So I want to create a full stack app that would help me apply to jobs. We're currently in the React initial setup. This app should replace the need for Google Sheets. I downloaded the CSV from that Google Sheets, so you can look it up. Look up the data columns, the data. That I'm working with. It is in the root directory, file, job hunting history, CSV. Okay, so now, oh, is it double enter, double space for new line? Okay, we'll see. What else? I also want this. Enable user login so that multiple enable user login, list of jobs, status, editing, etc. So no, okay. Make the README contain all your most important decisions, like a code style guide, structure. You can also do visual diagrams of the system with, what's it called? JS diagrams, something like mermaid, okay? You can also do visual diagrams of the system with mermaid. And feel free to suggest more good practices. When you start developing, make sure to write tests first, i.e. do this in a TDD fashion. And what else? Ask me questions to clarify any unknowns. Something like that, okay? So once I did like auto editing, and then backend. Okay, so now it asks us questions. Okay, so backend, Python plus fast API. I already did that. I would like to learn Supabase. So yeah, let's do Supabase. I want to learn Go, but Node.js is also cool. Also Express, but Supabase seem, I don't know. Node.js or Express and Express, Python plus fast API. I know Supabase out of the box, faster to ship. Let's do Supabase. Database, PostgreSQL, yes. Users, single user me only, multi-user, full user registration, each user, blah, blah, blah. MVP features, core job tracking, contact management, salary tracking, CSV import. Not necessary. Let's just do core. Opening notes, links, the basics. Submit. Oh shit. Submit. I mean, core job tracking, yes. And user preferences, users job preferences. Submit. I mean, I'm ready to submit, but I still want to. I didn't explain that I have Nathan in the background, so I don't want it to do everything. Can I do it like, keep in mind that I have N8N workflows that automate a lot of job. A lot. You are replacing the need for Google Sheet. Does it? think at first plans, so this is like in queue. So while we are waiting for this, I also wanted to figure out this one. Fix issue, create pull request. No, I don't need this. Archive, delete, wherever. This one also. I don't need this. New session. Select folder, or even better, select repository. So now I have to React. I think I did this, right? Oh, okay. So this one is, what's the name? React Job Hunter. Save. Okay, whatever. I think that's it. Okay. Wait a second, just not to do something stupid. Maybe I have to re-enter Claude. I don't know. So what if I quit? Okay, now it, okay, cool. Cool. This, so what do your workflows currently do with your add new job leads, update job statuses, and notifications, and read job data, all of this? Okay, I guess. How should anything authenticate with the new app? With the new app. No user login. I guess. I'm not sure, but I guess. Okay. So while we are doing, well, we are waiting for this. Let's see, what else can I figure out? I can definitely delete some of this, but I think Claude would do that. Will do that part. So what do you do when it actually just works on this? So how I look at this automation is with Claude is so that it does minimal changes, because I heard too many stories where it goes into endless loops. Okay, so this, I've created a comprehensive plan covering key decisions of base, API key for auth, 10-stack query for state management, vtest, MSW, testing library for TDD, Tailwind, okay. Your existing workflows can call the Supabase REST API to add jobs, update statuses, and enrich data. It will generate API keys from the app's UI. All your current automation continues working, just pointing at Supabase instead of Google Sheet. Okay, implementation phases. Foundation off. Core job tracking, Nathan integration, extended feature, Polish. 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 Okay. I was like, Polish language? Why? Ready to code. Here is a code plan. Job Hunter. Implementation plan. Overview. Full stack job application tracker. React 19. Okay, cool. Architecture diagram. Flowchart TV. Subgraph. Front-end React. UI. Okay, and subgraph and okay, I guess with the visuals I will understand this better. Database schema, tables, profiles, ID, API keys, Nathan authentication, user preferences. Okay. Job applications, core job tracking mapped from your CSV core. Title, blah, 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 links, blah, 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 details, skills, materials. Oh, okay, yeah. Company, okay, cool. Job contracts. Okay, custom questions, application, QA per job. Job statuses discovered. Researching, applying, okay, not applying. Offer accepted, okay. I have more statuses, but this is okay. Authentication. Anything will call Supabase, Postgres. Okay. I never use Supabase, so this is something new. Add job, update job, get jobs, add contact. Nathan workflow, examples. Okay, cool. Structure, app components, features, lib test types, okay. Implementation phases, foundation, install dependencies, configure, okay. Implement auth provider with tests, create a login, set up pages with tests, set up routing with protected route, okay. Key files, okay. Core job tracking, create job application stable. Okay, Nathan integration, blah 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 blah. Extended features, job contacts management. Phase 2. Wait, test first. Okay. Then implement job list, yes, pass. Oh my god. Okay. Forms, install React hook form. UI, okay, styling, blah blah blah, verification. I mean, this is great, but it's a lot, and I mean, it's great. This is really cool. The planning part, I mean, just the planning, it's so useful. I mean, I saw maybe one or two things I wouldn't do, but I'm like, okay, it's clear context. So now So what's the difference? Okay. I already used this, but what is the in Claude between yes, clear context and auto sub edits, shift plus tab versus yes, auto accept edits. So I'm thinking yes, manually approve edits, but I wanna, good question. This is a subtle and trips a lot of people up. In Claude, those two options control what happens when Claude suggests edits to your text, but they differ in how much context Claude uses and how aggressive the auto accept behavior is. Yes, clear context and auto accept edits. This option does two things. Clears the current editing context. Claude threats the next edit as a fresh pass. It ignores earlier edit history, inline comments, or partial assumptions, useful if the conversation has gotten messy or Claude is overfitting to previous instructions. Okay, makes sense. Auto accept the edits are applied immediately. No review step, it just rewrites the selected content. Then, when this is best, you want to clean rewrite. Okay, what I would like, I don't want to auto accept, I don't type here what to change. Okay, this is great. First, add, oh, okay, readme structure. Okay, so this one, project overview and features, architecture diagram, text stack and dependencies, setup instructions, local folder structure, explanation, code style guide, naming conventions, testing guidelines, and Nathan integration guide with examples, database schema documentation, and contributing guidelines. I mean, I think yes, and manually approve edits. Excellent, let me start implementing. First, I'll create tasks to track progress, then begin with dependencies and test setup. So now I'm curious. GST, nothing has changed. Okay, so yes. Okay, so for the npm install commands, he can just install, which is okay. Okay, so we already see some action, which is cool. Okay, there is a TLDR. Tailwind, don't ask me for commands in. Okay. Interesting. So option clear context plus auto accept, clears context, yes. Auto applies, yeah, that's the only difference, but probably when it, as it was explained before, when it starts overfitting or just going in some weird loops, you're writing file. Why? Okay. Okay. So basically, accept edits on. Okay. So now it's auto accept. Okay, cool. So I don't have to. Let's actually do this. I like GitHub desktop for, okay, an existing repository, choose. Why can't I move this, man? It's at the middle of the screen and I have to work with this, man. Job hunter. Okay, add repository. Okay. So what I would like to do it down there. Package lock. I mean, the most important thing is, does this actually work? So it started playing with it, which is cool. I think this will stop working before it writes readme, but that should be the first step in my opinion, or at least as middle steps. I think I will go over the limit of Claude. But let's see. I mean, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of things done. Okay, interesting. These types. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Commonly used types. Okay, so npm run. Yeah, okay. I like everything containerized, but I figured, so that's what I, let's say, wanted with the first Claude project, but then it tripped up very, very fast. So I didn't wanna, risk it this time. But I don't like the fact that it didn't start with. Okay, whatever. contest. Let me complete task 5 and move to login sign up pages. Okay, interesting. I mean, for proof of concept, you could just do this and hope that it doesn't break, but this is a lot of code. This mocks server handlers. So this is definitely my issue, but let's see with the initial setup, and then if we can move very slowly and gradually. I like the fact that it plans these steps, but I don't like that it's doing all this work at once. So I would rather like it very granularly, taking each step at a time, not taking 10 minutes and then you come and you're like, okay, I didn't want this. So I have to figure this one, how to from the get-go, how to do a good instruction. Okay, so the test Zod validation requires Zod. Password is required. Okay. Note E commands. I mean, if we have something here, it would be nice by the end of this, but I think it took too big of a project, in my opinion. I mean, a developer would need, I think, months just doing this. Not months. I'm exaggerating, but it feels like it's doing a lot of work. Okay, we will not go into ENVs, that's for sure. But we could ignore the ENVs, definitively. So ignore .env. Nah. example can be here, that's okay. Your anon key here, okay, that's cool. Oh, okay, okay. Sign in, sign up. Okay, so I'm curious if this, let's say, works. Sign up, Gabe. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Create account, fail to fetch. Okay. So something is not working, so let's do it like this. See, then yes. Does it ignore CSVs? No, so that means it probably is in the repository. Yes, it is. I would like to ignore this one as well. Dot CSV. If it's tracking, I have to actually do a bit more, but it's okay. I have to remove it from the index, sorry. Right. Okay, it stopped. Nice. Okay. Crunched for 14 minutes. So now I think it ran the... So, okay, we have to do this. npm run dev. Okay, so let's see. If I create an account, still failed to fetch, but we have some form of setup. So what I would like to do is probably, let's see the README. Full stack, can I see open preview on the side? This is database setup, run dev, blah, blah, scripts. Public, we don't need this, but okay. Okay, this is cool. I mean, this is a cool starting point. We have something is not working, but it probably doesn't have a database or something like that. But this is actually a good starting point, in my opinion. So let's just do this. And initial first Claude run. So there might be a lot of dumb shit, that's for sure. Sorry for my language, but see, I don't feel like I created anything, although this is really great, but I get definitely much more satisfaction in building these things from the ground up. You know, even like this routes, you know, it's boring. It's sometimes boring, but assets, React, we don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, so I think this is what Claude also edited, so I will not move this. Okay. Okay, so I will have to work on this. This is the main point why I want to do this, is to enable other people to actually use this automation and to apply to jobs. Because I already had a few friends asking me if I will enable this so they can use it. But we have to first do this so that I don't have to create a Google Sheet for each one of them, and yeah. I think I will end the stream here because I don't have an idea what I could do in 5 minutes, but this is definitely an interesting experience. But now I'm curious how to actually work on an existing project. So right now this is an existing project, so now how can I iterate with Claude and not to just, you know, not to be slower, not to impede my progress. But definitely interesting, definitely I will definitely use this in the future. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.